Ukraine's foreign minister strongly condemned Russia's large-scale drone and missile assault carried out between January 8 and 9, calling it another deliberate escalation in Moscow's ongoing war against Ukraine. The minister warned that the intensity and nature of the strikes posed a direct and growing security challenge not just to Ukraine, but to Europe as a whole and the NATO alliance. Ukraine's security service has released images of missile debris, confirming Russia's use of the Oreshnik hypersonic weapon in its latest strike. For the second time, Moscow has fired the Oreshnik missile at Ukrainian territory. Foreign Minister Andrii Sybiha said that the use of the Oreshnik missile so close to NATO's borders represented a grave threat to Europe and signaled reckless military posturing by Moscow. Sybiha said, quote, "We are informing our partners about the consequences of the night strikes. We are calling for a resolute reaction. Public condemnation, especially from those who recently expressed concern over the fake attack on Putin's residence." Russia claims it used an intermediate-range ballistic missile, so-called Oreshnik, against the Lviv region. Such a strike close to the EU and NATO border is a grave threat to the security on the European continent and a test for the transatlantic community. We demand strong responses to Russia's reckless actions. It is absurd that Russia attempts to justify this strike with a fake Putin residence attack that never happened. Putin uses an IRBM near the EU and NATO border in response to his own hallucinations. This is truly a global threat." Unquote. Ukraine said it is formally informing the United States and its European partners about the details and technical characteristics of the strike to ensure a coordinated international response. Kyiv also announced it will call an urgent meeting of both the United Nations Security Council and the Ukraine NATO Council to address what it described as a dangerous escalation, according to Sybiha. The latest wave of Russian attacks followed the United States seizure of a Russian-flagged oil tanker, Bela 1, on January 7, a move that further heightened tensions between Washington and Moscow. Since the tanker seizure, Russia has launched strikes across multiple Ukrainian regions, including Kyiv, Lviv, Zaporizhia, and Dnipropetrovsk, signaling what Ukraine sees as retaliatory aggression. President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russian strikes during the latest aerial assault also hit the Qatari embassy in Kyiv, underscoring the growing diplomatic fallout of Moscow's actions. Earlier, on January 5, Ukraine reported that Russia carried out an attack on a US-owned oil processing plant in the city of Dnipro, expanding the scope of its targeting. That strike triggered a significant fire at the facility and caused damage to nearby cars and a power line, according to Ukrainian officials on the ground. Dnipro's mayor said the attack also led to a massive spill of nearly 300 tons of oil onto major city roads, creating environmental and infrastructure concerns. The oil plant is owned by US-based firm Bunge and is a major producer of sunflower oil, according to United 24 Media, adding to concerns over the targeting of critical civilian infrastructure.